Yo, Big Dunk. What's up, guys? It's good to be back. It's been a little bit since I've made a video, sat down. I've just been pretty busy with work and I've been focusing on that. But another thing it's been a little while since you guys have seen is this bad boy right here. It's been since the 200 subscriber special where I took the 1 gram dab out of it since you last saw it because that was the last time I really had extracts on hand. Um, they're pretty pricey, I'm not gonna lie. And as you guys knew, I kind of mentioned it. I wasn't working at the time, so that's why I went with like the cheaper option of just the sugar diamonds for that video. Because I'm like, dude, I'm not about to get like actual pricey dabs. But I've been working out, so I decided it's time to get back into it. And what we have here, I'll probably put it on screen so you guys can see all this stuff. But I mean, we got that ice cream runts live rosin, some cold cured ice water extract, and also very special, made in Baltimore. So we got that local rosin. So we're gonna see what's Maryland up to. What are we doing in the rosin game? We're not really well known for our weed. We pretty much got crab and yeah, crab. So see, we got this. I'm just gonna crack it right open, honestly. Not much else to do. It's looking pretty beautiful. Smelling good. Damn, it's been a minute since I've smelled some good little rosin. Oh, this is looking pretty good. And the one thing I will say is the only other rosin I've ever had was from Bay Smokes. This is looking a lot lighter. Now, I don't know what the significance is, if there's any difference. I feel like it's probably just, dependent on how it cures, but that might mean something. All the rosin heads let me know. I'm not like that with my rosin. If it's a dab and it gets me cooked, I'm gonna be pretty happy as long as it's not the harshest thing ever. But I mean, man, the only thing to do is really just dig in. We'll see how the consistency is. Like rosin, who would have seen? Got a nice little glob going. And I think it's just time to drop it in the Carta. So the Carta is set to where as soon as I double click it, I'm gonna just drop this in. We hit the double click and it starts heating up. My setting temperature is 444 degrees Fahrenheit. I do like the lower temp dabs for sure. Anything above like 550 I think is just psychotic. You're losing the flavor. It's just a lot harsher, not as fun of an experience. We're at like 380, 390 and rising. Cheers, everyone. I'm gonna start ripping right now. Ooh, it's been a minute since I've taken a dab. Hold up. Man, that rosin tastes so good. Wow. Why am I already like completely faded? You guys know, after you're done with the dab, you always got to Q-tip that. And again, I've said this a couple times before, but if you do that with the Carta, every dab you're Q-tipping it and you clean like this guy semi-regularly, it's honestly super easy upkeep. You don't have to clean this thing nearly as much as like a bong. Of course, if you're taking some fat globs, you're running grams through this a day, then yeah. But if you're smoking moderately, a couple dabs here and there, you really just can kind of neglect this thing and it just keeps running. You just have to worry about charging it. But man, I'm feeling good after that rosin, so let's talk about it. First thing, I guess I wasn't really used to the heat. Like, yeah, bong rips, they can get kind of hot, but like even at 440 degrees, that's still pretty damn hot. So that did catch me off guard. I guess I've just been only used to like the bong smoke really, and the pens to some extent, but like I'm not really taking blinkers like that. The blinkers are the only things that really get that hot. But I mean, the taste, it was really good. It's kind of sweet, but it's not really what I was expecting when I heard ice cream cake runts. I was really thinking it was being like overly sweet. But that was pretty good. You know, you still get some of that kind of earthiness, the funk that you're looking for in the bud itself. But oh man, I'm cooked. It was really sweet, but like, I'm gonna take a small second dab because I don't want to leave this video on like one dab. And I'm not gonna lie, this video's been pretty short. I just decided to hop on, say what's up, take a dab or two. Even this dab I've lined up, that's pretty sizable little chunk right there. Especially when I'm just not used to dabbing at all. I gotta get back into it. But at the same time, like, it still is pretty expensive. So I'm gonna savor this little jar of rosin for a bit. I'll dig into it when I need, but you know, just had to crack it open for the video. I've actually been sitting on it for a couple days. Didn't touch it. I also did get some bud, which I did touch, but I might still talk about it. Who knows? The bud's not as exciting for me, honestly, because like every video pretty much... Oh, I forgot to do the thing where I jiggle the mouse. Hopefully it keeps recording. I'm gonna just keep it going and hope so. If not, I lost this whole dab. Cheers, everyone. Okay, yeah, the smaller dab, it's definitely more manageable. It's still a little hot, but you know, it's not as like thick. Just the thick smoke, the thick hot smoke was really what was messing me up with the first one. And it's weird because it's like a different, well, it's vapor, it's not smoke. But I don't know, the consistency, it just feels different. You know, inhaling and all that. But as I was saying earlier, before I completely trailed off, and then decided to take my dab without finishing my thought, like, the bud, it's just not as exciting to me. You guys always see bong rips from me. It's like pretty much every sesh video is gonna be a bong rip. You might get a joint here or there. Maybe you'll get the pipe, who knows, but usually it's a bong rip, and I just don't really get to show this thing off as much, and I'm really enjoying it. Like, again, I really can't find many flaws. Like, the battery life is pretty good. This thing, I've dropped the glass a couple times while cleaning it, like not from a high height. With the base, I mean, not much. Pretty ergonomic, feels good. Got the screen going, 193 dabs. Holy shit, man, I'm cooked. I'm not gonna lie, it's been so long since I've taken a dab, I kind of like overestimated how easily I would have been able to just take that second one. I'm absolutely cooked out of my mind. But, I mean, overall, I just love me some rosin. I wish it was a little bit cheaper. I mean, I get that there's more labor that has to go into it. Because, you know, growing the plant, even though, yeah, that takes labor, it's a lot easier because after it's grown, you know, you're done. But if you want to make rosin, you have to take the plant after growing it and do all this extra shit. So I get that. But, you know, I forget how much it was. I think it was like nearly $60 for 1 gram. And I mean, that's just not sustainable if you want to smoke this like consistently. So that's why this is something that I only do occasionally. It's not even really by choice. I mean, it does help, you know, not doing this as much to keep my tolerance low. Because if one thing over anything raises your tolerance, it's going to be dabs. But like, dude, I just love me some good rosin. I've had some pretty good shatter too, but I don't know. Rosin always just hits way smoother for me. But maybe I'm just getting some bullshit shatter. Who knows? I'm absolutely faded. I said that like 3 times. But really, thank you for watching. Sorry I've been kind of inconsistent. Between trying to just figure out how the fuck I'm gonna make this Fallout video work, and then also working and stuff, I haven't really been focusing on other videos. But we'll see what's coming in the future. But thank you guys for being there with me. Big Dunk out. Peace.